Today on Beyond.
She's around her brother a lot. To the point where I don't want to frighten him, but he's seen her.
Is this woman alarmed that her son is seeing ghosts? And what can be done about it? The answer's coming up. Plus, in a previous show, James connected with this woman's daughter, who was hit by a car and killed while jogging with her father.
There's a shelf there in his office, and there's a statue on the shelf. And it says World's Greatest Dad, or there's something there with a statue. You understand that?
Yeah.
I think she might have given him that. But you might be all did, but she said, tell him to pay attention to that statue because she's going to do something with it. And she's right behind him. Hey, when they say that, believe me, in the show, they've done these things.
This audience reading turns into a psychic house call when he asks James for help.
And she had to tell you to stop beating yourself up.
Today on Beyond. Using his extraordinary psychic ability to communicate with spirits, he's transformed lives by unlocking mysteries and sharing secrets from the other side. James Van Praagh, best-selling author, renowned medium, and your connection to the world beyond.
Welcome to the show. I'm going to get audience readings in just a second, but right now I have something to share with you. In an earlier show, I was doing an audience reading where I picked up a young girl by the name of Jennifer, who was hit by a car and died. Jennifer had a message for not only her mother and sisters that were in the studio, but also her father, who wasn't in the studio. Let's take a look. My pop wouldn't be here. Her dad wouldn't be here. And she wants to, please, she's begging me to thank you for being here, and please tell Pop hello, or please give him my love. Be aware of that, but she's standing right behind him. The next couple of days, she'll feel him.
Okay, good, because he was jogging with her when this happened.
Wow.
So he's taking it really hard.
I know, because he thought he could save her, and he can't. Jennifer's mom then went home and told her husband, Paul, what took place. Paul then contacted the show and asked if we could pay him a visit. Here's what happened.
It's my daughter, Jennifer, and she's the love of my life. She was my life. She just started 9th grade in high school. She was everybody's everything. Vibrant, alive, smart as a whip, and just loving. You know, always laughing and joking and making people happy. Loved animals, you know, loved people, just loved life. Jennifer hadn't ran in a couple of days. She had just been horseback riding. This was after school, and she says, Dad, I have to run. You know, I want to be good, I want to be the best. I couldn't keep up with her that day. She was just so fast, so strong. And we ran down to Santa Rosa Road, and there's not a crossing within 4 miles of that spot. We're standing, trying to cross the road. Next thing I know, a car is taking her down the road. The car just misses me, picks her up, and carries her. That was the last I ever spoke to her. Just wish she was here.
I know that your wife was at the show, right? And that your daughter came through. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. And that you insisted that you talk to her, because she was insisting she talk to you. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. Well, she's here, but there's a man she's here with. Were you raised by another man, another father figure? Okay. Has he also passed over?
He's passed.
Thank you. This is who this person is. And when he was like your father, the surrogate father or the stepfather, he was a bit, I want to say violent, and he should not have been. You understand that? He should not have been, because he wants to apologize. He wants to apologize to you. And he was wrong. He was wrong. And I'm telling you, I keep on getting images here of being hurt, you know, kicked and hurt and beaten. And this man is just so sorry he did that to you, because it affected you, he said. And your daughter is here telling me, she's thanking me here. She's thanking me for coming here today. And she said, my dad needs my help. And she said, I want to help my dad. And she had to tell you to stop beating yourself up, because you don't need to do it. She showed me a bicycle and talked about you either making a bicycle or getting a new bicycle.
Yeah, I build bicycles.
You
to
build
race.
bicycles. The bike you recently were making or building or something she's going on about, did you in a way think of her when you were building that? Because you said it's for her.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to do a race across America.
Okay. And is it within her honor or something you can do it for her?
She was
right?
going to be my crew chief.
You're still going to do it though.
Probably.
Well,
Maybe.
She wants you to. She wants you to. She showed me patches on her jacket, and it was a skiing jacket, but there are patches all over it.
Letterman's jacket.
Okay, and it's all over it. And I know you must still have that because she's talking about all the patches.
She was
on it.
buried in it.
She's buried in it. Okay.
And we have another one,
Okay.
too.
Well, she has this thing with the letters and the patches all over the jacket. Just on it. Okay.
As a 9th grader, she still wanted her varsity letter, and she got it right before she died.
Oh, okay. And did you sew it on the jacket after she died?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's what the point is. She wants you to continue with the game of life. Understand? The game of life. It's not the end. She says there's no end. Please, she keeps on saying, please listen. Tell them it's real, it's real, it's real. You have to understand something, Paul. Sometimes we see things visually when something happens, and it is very traumatic for us. The spirit, which is in the physical body, leaves very quickly. When there's like an impact or something, it's gone. I mean, it's not like, well, you can't think of it like in pain, because she was not in pain. She said, my father saw me like, I don't know, caught up in the car or something, and she was not there. Okay, she was out of it. She was observing. You've heard of people looking down at their body? This is what she was doing, looking down at the body. Please tell my father I love him, I love him, I love him. She said, I love him more than he'll ever know. God bless. Take care, my friend. Okay. I keep on getting images here of being hurt.
Well, he used to be a nasty SOB, beat me with a hammer and those kinds of things. And so maybe he's feeling sorry after all these years.
She showed me a bicycle before.
Not too many people build special bicycles. I was building this for a race that we wanted to do together.
She showed me patches on a jacket.
That's her Letterman's jacket. She, even though she's a 9th grader, she wanted to get her varsity letter. The jacket was probably more validation than a lot of other things, because it was very special to her. He hit on a lot of real, personal points. Everyone wishes that it is true, to them. I wish the same. It'd be nice, to know that Jennifer's here talking.
Still to come, this woman gets a serious warning from her father.
I don't know if the tire was flat recently, you had to change a tire, what they need to be.
I'll look at it.
Look at it, would you please?
Will she listen? Plus,
I don't know if you kept some of her hair.
Yes, I did.
Thank you.
what else have they held on to that belonged to their daughter, and why? Find out next on Beyond.
Is there somebody here that lost a little girl? Yes. You lost a little girl? Was she a baby or like 3 years old? How old was she? Do you have a toy of hers?
Lots of her
Okay. How old was she when she passed? Around 7 or 6? Or?
No, she just turned 14.
Oh, 14. Is that the dad, the father? Can you stand, Daddy? Sorry. You have it's either a toy, like an animal of hers.
Lots of them.
Okay, but there's one that she's telling me doesn't work. I don't know what this means. Or either the leg broke off, or it's like something is not right with it.
I have a pink panther whose neck is broken.
And you still have this, or you still hold it, or you put it around, I don't know.
Very special.
Okay, like, because she's telling me, compared to all the other animals or toys, that is something specific. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And I think it's dirty,
Yes.
because I'm seeing this dirty pink panther. Okay. Was there a hospital also that your daughter was, please?
Yes.
And I want to ask you, where she keeps on showing me tubes all over the
Yes.
place, and I feel like we can't save her, and I feel like she was there for a while. I want to ask you, is there another sister that she has also?
No.
Not at all. Is she the only child?
She's a brother.
She has a brother who's younger than her?
Yes.
Okay. Come on, go on, go on. I understand that. Was she also in a slight coma then before she passes over?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. She remembers about hanging pictures in the room, hanging pictures in her hospital room.
Yes.
You understand that you hung pictures all over the room, and she would look around and she would see these pictures, and it made her feel good. and I also see cards, and I see things from home. And it's all around where she's lying there, okay? I don't know why her hair is not with her anymore. She didn't have her hair. And she said, I have my hair. She has her hair back. So she wants to tell you she lost her hair when she was ill, but she has it back now. I don't know if you kept some of her hair.
Yes, I did.
Thank you. Because you said you kept my hair, and you have it in an envelope. Okay? All right? I also want to tell you that she's involved in some kind of sports here, because she's talking about playing the sports again, and she's able to play them again. I see her swimming, I see her basketball, I'm telling you. I see this, her, okay? She's around her brother a lot. And to the point where I don't want to frighten him, but he's seen her, and he talks about seeing her, okay? Did he ever tell you about his room sometimes at night where he thinks he's seen her, or?
He sees spirits.
He does see spirits. Well, he sees her. I also say there's lights around him, like lights. So that's spirit lights. There's a man who passes over also, and he's on your father's side of the family. I'm not sure it's your father that passed over?
Yes.
Okay. He's standing right behind you, and he said, my son is my brain. My son is my brain and my brains. And he said, I'll take credit for that. I'll take credit for that, okay?
I give him credit.
And he has your daughter. I don't want you to worry about her anymore, okay? She is fine. She is okay. She's okay. And you had to have had a dream of her, because she said, I'm coming in my mom's dreams all the time. Haven't you had a dream of her?
Yes.
And weren't you sitting in a house in that dream?
Yes.
Okay, because you said, Ma, that's our house here. Okay, that's her. Okay, I'll leave it at that. Okay, God bless.
Thank you.
I don't know if you kept some of her hair.
Yes, I did.
Thank you, because you said you kept my hair.
But don't you think a lot of people, when they lose someone, they would do something like snip a piece of her hair and...
Well, for us, it was before she died that we snipped her hair. It was after her first chemo experience, and she knew that I had saved it. And I saved it, and I probably just a handful of people that know that.
Because I'm seeing this dirty Pink Panther.
Nobody knows about Pink Panther. Pink Panther went with her everywhere. It went into the operation room.
Pink Panther's been through 3 or 4 surgeries, a whole bunch of chemo, everywhere.
And before she died, she said, Mom, I want you to keep Pink Panther because you're going to need him more than me.
She remembers about hanging pictures in the room, hanging pictures in her hospital room.
Yes. She was always getting cards and pictures, and she turned into an artist, and she would draw pictures, and she would draw things like, I love you, don't worry, be happy, I'm okay.
She wanted to celebrate life, not, this wasn't the end of her life, it was just the beginning.
How do you feel about this whole experience today?
It's incredible. I can never get enough, obviously. And she always wanted to be on TV. Yeah. This is it,
she wanted to be.
Well, the whole
She's a
nation
star.
saw her today,
Yeah.
so it's all good.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next,
She's forgiven this lady. She's forgiven this lady. She said the lady didn't know. The lady didn't know.
who is being forgiven and why? The answer could shock you. Next, on Beyond. Sue was driving home when she noticed a woman having a seizure on a busy highway.
She saw a lady having some problems on the freeway, swerving all over, and she realized something was wrong.
Sue immediately pulled over and dialed 911. As she did, the woman had another seizure and lost control of her car, killing Sue instantly. In an ironic twist of fate, Sue's selfless act cost her her own life, and now her sister wants to say goodbye.
It's just like losing a limb or something. I feel a big empty spot. It's difficult, very difficult.
Hi, Julie. Hi, Julie. I'm James.
Hi, James.
I think you know that, though. And thank you for coming to the show. And I know your sister was killed, and you want to contact her. You try to contact her. Okay. We'll do the best I can.
Okay.
We'll see what happens for you. I want to ask you, is there a mother over there also?
Yeah.
Your mother?
Yes.
Because your mother comes in with her. Your mother comes in first.
Thank you.
Okay? And is your father also in spirit?
Yes.
Because they're here. They're the first two that come in here. And there's a lot of joy coming here. A lot of joy and happiness. Now, which one of the two of them either was, I don't know if I don't say Alzheimer's, but there was something not right, like before they pass over. I'm not thinking correctly, and I feel like I'm out of it mentally. Okay? Who's that?
My dad.
Okay. Was there a stroke involved at all, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. Because that's what he's talking about. All right? Stroke was involved here. Okay? Your sister is a real healer. Okay? And she dies being a good Samaritan in some way here. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, she was trying to help a lady.
She's trying to help someone.
She was having a seizure on the freeway.
Okay, because she feels she's a good Samaritan. She's a good,
Yeah.
she does a good thing. But, you know, her whole life is that way.
Yes.
That's the way she, you know, she aspired. I mean, that's who she was.
She
That's
was.
who she was.
She was
would
very-
help everyone.
Yes.
You know, she would take in the animals. She would just, this is the way she was.
Yeah.
I love you. She loves you. She loves the
I love
sister.
her.
I want to talk about a brother. She's talking about, again, lots of love. Okay? There. I know that you're all very distinctly different, and I feel that you and Susie are closer in many ways. You think alike, your personalities are alike,
Yeah.
right? More so than the other two.
I think
Okay?
so.
You know, your sister is so remarkable. I feel like I want to, you know, you look up to her because she's forgiven this lady. She's
Yeah.
forgiven this lady. She said the lady didn't know. The
Yeah.
lady didn't know. No, the lady didn't know this.
Yeah.
She understands it.
Yeah.
I understand. And was there a child that she had also?
She had two daughters.
Two daughters, okay. I visit them all the time. She visits them all the time. And your parents, I mean, they're really nice. They're really very good people. Very surprised by this sort of thing.
Wow.
And I don't know
Yeah.
who has ties to Scotland,
My dad, he's
Okay.
from Scotland.
because he talks about Scotland.
Yes.
And he's met all the relatives from Scotland.
Yes, they're all there.
In spirit, he's been with them.
Yes.
And he's been finding out his lineage.
Oh, good.
Because it's something he was always interested in history. Understand that history was a big subject to him. He loved that.
Yeah.
And he's telling me that he's still finding out his lineage, and he's very proud of it.
Yes, he is very proud.
He's very proud of it. Okay. I want you to be, your father is concerned about you with a car yourself, but there's a tire that's like, I don't know if the tire was flat recently, you had to change a tire because the tires are bald. But they need to be.
I'll look at 'em,
Look at
yeah.
it, would you please? And I feel like I'm going to go to the right rear tire.
Okay.
I know it sounds weird, but that's what he's showing me.
Okay.
And he's very much that way, your dad. He's very concerned about making sure things work.
Yeah,
that way.
yeah.
And your sister's around children herself. And she's fulfilling
She
that
loves
desire.
children, yeah.
Well, she's with children. She's one of those people who, like a caretaker, that when children pass over without their mommies,
She would be that
she's-
person, yeah.
that's her, you know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got a great heart.
She is. She does. Okay? So I'll leave you with that, sweetie.
Oh, thank you
All
so
right.
much,
Thanks,
Jane.
Jane. Thank you. And is your father also in spirit?
Yes.
Because they're here. They're the first two that come in here.
Now, apparently your father came through and he brought your sister. Your father's connection is Scotland, according to James. Was he right on that one?
Oh, yeah. He was born in Scotland. Came over here when he was 8 years old. And all his brothers and sisters are from Scotland.
Was there a moment for you in the reading where you felt like James really made a connection with your family?
Several times, but I
When?
think the Scotland part really hit home, and just a lot of little things.
She would help everyone.
Yes.
You know, she would take in the animals. She would just, this is the way she was.
She had a big, big heart for anybody that needed help. She was there helping. That's how she was killed, unfortunately. But
Your father is concerned about you with a car yourself.
How did you feel about James telling you to fix your tires?
I'm going to definitely look at it and most likely probably just replace it.
Do you really need to have your tires checked?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think they're not bald, but if my dad says something about it, I think I'm going to definitely just spend the money and get it replaced anyway.
If you'd like to be part of the Beyond Show audience and have a chance for a reading with James, call 818-771-8999 or go to our website at thebeyondshow.com.
I want to talk a little bit about what happens when people pass over as far as their judgments, their criticisms, their critical mind, their beliefs, their disbeliefs, and so forth. You are exactly as you are here, the various spiritual levels which exist. And you go to that level which you have created based upon your thoughts, your words, and your deeds. So you have no one else to thank but yourself when you pass over and you see what you've created.